This program is brought to you by the Genesis Communications Network, a world leader in talk radio since 1998. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Broadcasting and streaming live all across America. This is Home Talk USA with Michael King, where we will discuss topics pertaining to your home with industry-leading experts. Michael King is a licensed general contractor with more than 30 years of experience in home improvements and the author of Contracting with the King. Join us this hour for our segment Invent America with your co-host, the inventor lady, Rita Crompton. Discover what's next in the home improvement industry and explore new products and innovations. Or if you have that next great big idea, learn what it takes to bring your invention to the world as Michael King and Rita Crompton talk to America's inventors and innovators. Remember, the America of tomorrow is being invented today. We invite you to visit us at HomeTalkUSA.com, one of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, we proudly present Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country, Home Talk USA, with your host, the Cajun contractor, Michael King, and his co-host, the inventor lady, Rita Crompton.
Yeah, hey, welcome America. This is Home Talk USA. We want to welcome all of you to the Invent America show, part of the Home Talk USA radio family. All our listeners that was listening to Home Talk, our first hour, where we had the inventor lady on herself talking about the Invent America show, upcoming guests and topics, future guests and topics. We were talking about the trade show coming up that she's excited about. But a lot going on here on Home Talk USA. Some breaking news, as you know, we are broadcasting episode 1061. We got the big anniversary, January 24th, 2024, where we're going to be on for 20 years. And we're going to become the longest running independent home improvement self-help show on the weekend. We're excited about that. But enough of me rambling off here. I'd like to welcome to the show my co-host, the inventor lady herself, Rita Crompton. How you doing, Rita, again?
I am doing just fine, and thank you so much. The Invent America family, being part of Home Talk USA, and how your longevity in all of that has been such an honor for me and for all of our inventors who have been on. And your audience, your listening audience, is such a unique mixture of inventors. All right. Listeners who are our consumers who have, it's like, I want to get that product. I want to go to that website. I want to help that inventor out. And then the store owners who want to carry the products and the licensees. I've had people contact me and say, I really want to get my hands on the information on that product. Who do I contact? Because I want to carry that. I want to license that. So, you have covered, your audience just covers the whole entire gamut of getting products out there. It's wonderful. Thank you.
Well, the feeling's mutual, Rita. I mean, we're just trying to help people out. And, my goal of this is seeing, not only seeing and hearing and witnessing firsthand the tragedies of these young inventors and the mistakes they made. And it would be a shame for a technology not to hit the market for not only financial reasons, but reasons that maybe if they would have had the information or the blueprint to get their product to market, that the product would have got to market. We need technology. We need innovation. We want to invent things. And we just want to make sure that we give our young inventors a fighting chance. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. And when you use the word young, I'm thinking new inventors, because so many of our inventors are in their 60s and 70s. It's amazing. So we want to make sure that we're encouraging all of those new inventors out there, no matter what their age, take the first step. find out, do you really have something? And a lot of times the reason why it's, people who are approaching retirement or are retired is because in their work they started coming up with things and they realized they were a problem solver. Well, now they've retired, and sometimes their wife is like, oh, my God, you have got to get out of the kitchen because you're making me crazy. It's like, well, they go down to their workbench and they invent something. And it's been so much fun to hear all their stories on how they came up with something. And one lady, we've been working with, she was laid off in early December this year. And she said, I've been working on this idea. My husband said, hey, let's get to it now. And now you've got time to get this product into the marketplace. And so we're talking about taking her to ASD Market Week. It's wonderful.
Now, what kind of show we got coming up?
Well, we're talking about packaging today. It's the Christmas season. A lot of people are shopping and they're looking for things online. And for our inventors, if somebody buys something online, it could arrive in a Ziploc bag because they've already paid for it. But that's not the case when you're looking at a store. Things are packaged. Well, packaging has changed a lot in the last 10, 15 years. Everything used to be in a clamshell. Now, they look at you like you're destroying the environment if it's in a clamshell. So, what's happened? What are the options? How do you package your product and get someone's interest to pick it up? It's like a book cover. If it's a horrible book cover, nobody's going to buy it because they didn't like the cover. If it's horrible packaging, nobody picks it up to look at how much it's going to cost them because the packaging didn't get their attention. And so those are the things we're going to talk about, but they're both really cool Christmas gifts. So it doesn't matter whether you're a guy using a grill or a lady trying to get your hair tied up. Both of our inventor guests today have great Christmas gifts. Wow. So it's a good time of year.
Yeah.
Fun time of year.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah. Well, what is the website?
I get so excited.
What is your website, Invent America website?
Invent America. We have actually got two different versions of it. It's inventamerica.info. or invent-america.com. So however you want to work that, you know what I've learned, you can put Invent America Radio into the Google search bar and it takes you right to it.
Yeah.
So we are not hard to find. You can go to the Inventor Lady website as well, and we've got links all over the place to get to our Invent America website. And the Invent America website now was new in November, I believe, that we separated it from Inventor Lady. So it's got its own standalone website now. It makes it a lot easier for people to find our sponsors. It makes it a lot easier for them to go to the old listing for the shows that have been previously aired. And it makes it a lot easier for them to find how to be on the show. And so we just felt it was time. Invent America was ready to grow up and stand on its own 2 feet and have all of its sponsors easily listed so that, we can thank then the Kicker Design and Product Quick Start and CAD Design with Scott Tarsi that, have been our sponsors and helped us, grow up and, see that first annual celebration roll around for Invent America.
All right. Well, Rita, we definitely want to thank you, and we're excited. We only got a couple more weeks left, and then we're going to go on hiatus for 3 weeks. So, but we're going to get away. So, we want to make sure that we get the topics in and upcoming topics for next year. But we're going to be wrapping up for the year, and then we're going to be focusing on the trade show.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep, we are. And all of our products will be on the radio. Everything we're taking, we want to get them out there as much and promote them. And we've got some wonderful things that are going in a huge variety. So we are so excited about this show coming up.
Great, so much. All right, Rita, we got to take a short break. There is the music. That's my cue. That we got to step away a minute.
Yeah.
But all right, check. All right, so we're gonna take a short break. Got to pay some bills. Please visit our website at HomeTalkUSA.com. When we come back, me and the Inventor Lady will be talking to our first guest right here on the Home Improvement Broadcasting Network, streaming live at the Genesis Communication Radio Network at GCNLive.com. I'm the Cajun man for the Bayou Land, the originator. Not to duplicate it. Please don't accept no substitutions. Man, I was green before green was even cool. Me and Rita will be right back. Yay!
Talk USA with Michael King. Do you have questions about your next home improvement project or home repairs? Now you can chat with verified home repair and home improvement experts in just minutes. Get the help you need by visiting HomeTalkUSA.com. One of the best resources for home improvement information around today. Your best life begins with your best home, and there's no place like Home Talk. That's HomeTalkUSA.com. And now, back to Invent America from the #1 home improvement radio program in the country. Home Talk USA with your host, the Cajun contractor Michael King, and his co-host, the inventor lady, Rita Crompton.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for being with us today. And we want to welcome Kevin Cody, founder of FLI Products. He has been doing this for about 20 years, manufacturing, distribution, retail. So he has got a vast experience in understanding consumer products. And when we're talking today about packaging, Kevin, thank you so much for being with us because you've got a lot of really good experience.
Hi, Rita. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. And it's great to be here again with you. That's fantastic.
So tell our listeners, FLI Products, what do you do?
We are a small company who more or less comes alongside other small companies and helps them bring their products to market through a variety of ways. Could be packaging, could be distribution, could be marketing, a variety of things. And we just enjoy doing that with smaller companies and particularly made in the USA manufacturers.
Well, excellent. So tell us, from your point of view, how have you seen packaging change over the last 10, 15 years?
Well, obviously, with the proliferation of e-com business, everybody has had to focus their time and attention on creating packaging that makes sense for each of the individual markets that they service. And so when you're talking about how to develop a package, you have to first think of who your customer is going to be and then where that's going to end up being sold. And so there's different packaging that you obviously would want to have for retail shelf versus wholesale or versus e-commerce. And the primary message that you want to get across through all three of those channels is obviously what's your brand about, and making sure that customers understand who you are in the way that you package is a really critical first impression, whether it's on the shelf or it comes by UPS on a truck from an e-com source. And so developing the right information of the package surround of the product itself, as well as involving packing slips and outer labels and what your carton looks like, are all really critical to communicating the message. And you never know sometimes who your customer is going to be in terms of where they discover your product. So it could be anywhere along the supply chain, and then obviously in front of the end consumer as they open the box or they look at the shelf. It really is a message that ends up needing to be communicated all along the supply chain today to be effective. And influencers out there obviously today will make a big deal out of unpacking a product. And the way that it unpacks is something that people have gained an expectation for that needs to be different than, say, for instance, on a retail shelf. I'd also say that... Right.
I mean, you're right in the fact, now we deal not only with just, on a store shelf, but you've got huge e-commerce issues, but now you've also got the biodegradable issues. So what used to be, an easy go-to is no longer really acceptable. People want things that, it's easy to get rid of, and it's going to be biodegradable, but all of those things play into packaging.
Absolutely. The recyclable content within your package is really, really critical, and it's something that everybody looks at today. the blister packs of the old, and big packages with peanuts and all sorts of other things thrown into it just don't make it, don't cut it anymore, and it talks to your brand as well. And so developing packaging that is going to make it to the customer safely, but also speaks to your brand and what you're doing to accommodate the environment is really critical.
It is. And we're going to get you on with a video so you can show our listeners on video some of these different types of packaging that you've talked about. I think that would be a really good podcast for us to do. And right now, we need to go ahead and wrap everything up. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. We are grateful every Saturday when you tune in to Invent America and Home Talk USA. And we certainly want to thank our sponsors, Kicker Design. If you need someone to help you make that manufacturer's prototype and start manufacturing, Kicker Design is the one that you want to contact. So go to the website, inventamerica.info or invent-america.com. All of our sponsors are listed there. Thank you so very much and have a wonderful holiday season. Kevin, thank you again, and you have a wonderful holiday season with you and your wife.
You too. Merry Christmas to you. Bye-bye.
Merry Christmas.